Okay, now we're going to take a break for honoring quality TV shows and movies to recognize those series that promote bad science. Every year we offer the Truly Terrible Television Award, and here to present it is a regular fixture at the Steve Allen Theater. He can be seen every Saturday night at the Tomorrow Show, and this is his 6th time at the IIG Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Ron Lynch.
As you know, by the year 2021, everyone on the planet owned a device called the iPod. The iPod attached itself to the occipital lobe of the brain, allowing their owners to experience everything: television, movies, music, telephone conversations, all without the use of external devices. People forgot what live comedy was. But the iPod was outlawed by our leader in 2025, and people had to be retaught how to laugh out loud again. And only one man could take on that job. That man was this man. Hey, how you doing? Where you from, sir? Hey, let me make you feel at home. Moo! Moo! Men and women are different, aren't they? They have different sexual organs. Have you noticed that X-rated movie titles are parodies of real movies? Hey, where'd you get that shirt? A store? You know, these things are just some of the things people used to laugh at. Lines that you may have heard from me, Hacky Sheckerstein. You may remember me from the Hall of Presidents, now disassembled because of our new dictatorship. Fourscore and hello, I'm Abraham Lincoln. Sometimes I had a beard. Sometimes I didn't have a beard. Mary Todd, who was a real whack job, liked the beard because it covered the hideous wart I had on my face. I'm Abraham Lincoln, one of the presidents of the United States of America. Goodbye from Abraham Lincoln. Thank you. Thank you very much. No. Please, save it. I have a weak finish. That, my friends, was a laugh. You don't hear that much anymore. Yeah, live comedy used to be big, but the iPod almost killed the laughter forever. But now, brought to you by Disney Imagineering, we will bring back the chortles, the guffaws, and all of that. But first, we must remember what comedy was. Comedy was making fun of everyday things that happened to all of us, of flying in an airplane, that people different than us are wrong and should be laughed at. Sometimes, comedy was based on a bad experience, like being pulled over by what used to be called a cop. Do you know how fast you were going? No, I do not know. Why don't you tell me? Comedy was doing a parody or a takeoff of a well-known song. Yesterday was only 24 hours ago from today. And let us not forget that comedy was also inappropriate noises, Huh. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have had that burrito today. Comedy was many things, and Disney will help bring it all back. We will all remember how to laugh again. Or else. Well, I have to go, but before I go, remember, if everyone else is laughing, it must be funny. If only you are laughing, you are crazy and will be put into a small box. You've been a swell crowd. Good night.
Thank you. You have been a swell crowd. Wow, it's my pleasure to this year be a presenter instead of playing a crazy character. Ow. Okay. I didn't hurt my eye, just so you know. The script says enough frivolity. I am here tonight to present the Truly Terrible Television Award for promoting credulity on the boob tube, which has changed its connotation in recent years. I wrote that myself. This year, IIG members have selected Hollywood Medium, featuring Tyler Henry, a self-proclaimed psychic who gives readings to B-list celebrities in LA. Henry gives them career advice from beyond, presumably ignoring the advice, don't appear on a crappy psychic show. Let's take a look at Hollywood Medium.
Well, there are very few people in the world who have the gift of communicating with those who have passed on, but Tyler Henry is one of them.
Yeah, not only 20 years old, he's one of the most sought-after clairvoyants around, and it's all being documented in his new show, Hollywood Medium. Take a look.
I really think I knew I was different when I was able to see and feel things that most people weren't able to. But I feel like I've meant to talk to people, meant to help them.
Tell us a little bit about the show for people who aren't familiar.
Sure. Well, the show basically follows me. I'm a psychic medium, so I basically sit down with my clients, and in Hollywood, I do readings for celebrities.
Okay, over here. We already have some people kind of popping in already.
Do you see them? Like, are they looking?
It's
Wait,
interesting.
Do you see it, or I don't get it?
Mentally, so it's actually not like they're floating around here, you know, watching a shower or anything like that. But
Now let me ask you, when did it start for you? When did you start either hearing things or seeing things, and did it scare you?
well, I was 10 years old, and that's really when everything started. My grandmother was ill with cancer at the time, and one night I went to bed and just woke up and knew that she was going to pass away. And so from there, I, told my mom and said we have to say goodbye. And right as we left, we got the call that my grandmother had passed within moments of that.
Do you ever deal with skeptics? I mean, do they come up to you and share their, skepticism about what you do?
Sure, and I totally understand skepticism, and unfortunately there are a lot of frauds in this world.
Yeah.
And I feel like as an authentic medium, it's important for me to be able to provide the validation to people that what I do is legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout the show, you see that with these celebrities who have very public lives, even though I don't know who I'm reading, the details that come through are very specific in regards to sentimental childhood memories, details that have never been discussed, publicly in any way. But do you know who is the nurse?
Her daughter, my aunt,
Okay.
Regina.
Why is she showing me her by water?
They live in Florida.
Okay, cool. Generally, I aim for about 80% of the information to connect or make sense. And there might be a 20% portion where we have to either ask other family members or get that validation from another family member. If something makes sense, totally let me know. If something doesn't, feel free to let me know. Totally fine. I really value validation.
Or see where the 6 kids is, and most people don't have 6 members of, 6 siblings. So for whatever reason, for her, she's having me talk about this. Well, actually, nope, she's correcting me. Hold on. So it's not 6 siblings. She's just having me talk about June.
This woman that comes through for both you and your mom is acknowledging that she didn't want there to be a concern about health. And the reason being is she's talking about how there on that side is a genetic predisposition to certain cancers at a bit of an earlier age. But there's an acknowledgement of this incident that I have to refer to. And it's just coming through. And it's like, I'm not worried about it. I'm not concerned about this turning into cancer. But there's an acknowledgement that there would have to be a biopsy done at some point. just good to keep in mind. It might have already been done, but there's a reference. I feel like that probably would affect the feminine system and would probably affect women on that side primarily.
I do have to mention there is a reference to a susceptibility to feminine-based cancers within family that I would talk about. Ovarian, uterine, breast, and cervical is always what I want to talk about. There's 2. So I know it's a lot to take in, but there's one reference to an individual female who would have dealt with the cancers of the feminine system, and she's having me talk about that one.
Okay. But she's very clearly very aware that that happened, and that for her was the goodbye.
I didn't know if she knew that I was there with her at the end.
She did.
She seemed so out of it.
She was aware. She knew. Well, you know, I always say that death puts things in perspective, and oftentimes when people pass, they really take accountability for their actions in life. So readings are all about healing and the connections that we make with our loved ones, and what I do in readings is about providing clarity and insight and closure, being able to let people know that their loved ones are okay, and it's a healing on both sides, not only for the client, but for the soul on the other side. She acknowledges this sense of her coming through like a mother would for a daughter, and a pride, because though she didn't get to see that in life, she did get to see that on the other side.
One of the big things that she's known for, she was there for you in the way this comes across, but she is acknowledging that you don't have to worry in the future about certain health-related things.
Wow, that's...
Okay? So she's giving that reassurance of, it's going to be fine.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
I also have something very specific in mind. It's very fresh, so I'm curious to see if he's going to pick up on this, and if he does, I'm just going to a brick.
Wow. Anything to help Carney Wilson's career. Well, the IIG members voted it the winner of the TTTV Award for the 2015 TV season. The award consists of a lovely certificate presented on genuine imitation coffee-stained parchment. And that reads, and it doesn't exist yet. It's going to be made soon. It reads, in recognition of the lack of scientific integrity and in acknowledgement of the extraordinary ongoing deceit of the American public represented in this television program, the IIG is unfortunately obligated to present this award. It's not funny. To Hollywood Medium for Truly Terrible Television 2015. Now, we had invited Tyler Henry to visit with us here tonight and to come accept the award, but I don't know, maybe prove his psychic abilities. But his manager promised to call us back as soon as she was done with social studies. She's young. But that didn't pan out, so I guess we'll just move on to the next award. And this
all night trying to convince Taylor Dane Smurfs aren't real.
Smurfs are not real. You tried. Okay. Tyler, I'm really surprised you're here. But frankly,
No.
I don't think this crowd really wants to hear anything.
Oh,
you have to
no,
say.
Ron.
I'm pretty sure.
Ron, I'm glad to be here because tonight I'm going to prove to you guys I really do have magical powers. Very special powers. Tonight I am going to talk to the dead.
Look, Tyler, none of us here believe in life after death, so it'd be a waste of time for you.
I'm getting vibrations from you, Ron. Vibrations. It's you had like a father or a father figure or someone who once had a father and maybe someone you know he recently died.
Well, already you flunked out. None of that makes any sense because nobody I know died recently.
No. He's telling me you're gonna have a business opportunity where you might be like buying food or selling it or eating some kind of food.
I eat food every day. Yeah.
And you should take advantage of this opportunity.
Yeah, I really don't have time for this. I think we should.
Okay, now
we should move along here.
I'm hearing a name. Hearing a name. It's a very soundy name. It sounds like something. I'm hearing it. It's coming through.
That sounds like something, right?
It's coming through very clearly. It's a specific name. I'm getting a name with sounds in it.
Are there syllables in it?
So many syllables. It's very specific.
Did a psychic warn you about your haircut?
I'm talking to the dead right now. And the name of that dead person is...
That's nothing you can say will convince me or anyone here that you're talking to the dead, so please.
The name of that dead person is Ron Lynch.
Well, but my name is Ron Lynch.
Yes. Yes. Sure. Yes.
Wait. Of course, it's the perfect ironic twist. I spent 10 years mocking people who claim there's afterlife things, and the whole time this was the universe's way of just letting me know that I'm dead. I have the universe is brilliant.
Yes.
That's amazing. I've been dead all this time.
Yes. It's a little out of left field for me, but just go with it.
Okay, it's a great twist ending. Like when you finally find out at the end of The Sixth Sense that Bruce Willis has been dead all along.
Whoa, dude, spoilers.
What? The movie's over 17 years old.
Yes, so am I.
Oh.
But I added it to my Netflix queue. I haven't watched it yet.
Look. There has to be a cutoff. Come on, 17 years. That's all I'm saying. I mean, all right, look, this audience, these people aren't even here. I mean, it's all in my imagination. I've never been dead before. That explains why there are so many empty seats. This explains all those strange moments earlier when people acted like I wasn't even there. I was in the lobby, I'd be having a conversation, and somebody would go like this and walk past me. It's like they were ignoring me. I was dead the whole time.
You're not dead. You're standing right here.
Wait, Jim, you can see me?
Yeah, you're right here.
But I'm dead. I'm dead. You can't see me.
No, we were ignoring you because we don't like your kind around here.
So I'm alive. Thank God, I'm alive.
But listen, we got a lot more awards to do, so why don't you guys just make your way.
Right. Well, anyway, I'll see you at the after party. I'll see you at the after party. Wait, I am dead. I am dead. You can't see me, right? You can't
get out.
And can I just say it means a lot to receive this award? You guys are so nice. Okay.
Thank you, Ron. You can see Ron every Saturday night at the midnight show, at the Tomorrow Show here, and hear his dulcet voice on Bob's Burgers and Adventure Time. And that actually was Tyler Henry, so thank you, Tyler. Oddly enough, though, Tyler asked me to plug the show Jason Van Glass and Friend, happening around the corner at the Clubhouse next Sunday. I don't know why you would want to do that, but go see Jason Van Glass.